Well, this is it. I'm leaving Ljubljana, Slovenia. Next stop will be Paris de Gaulle. But they're not picking me up till about 9:30, and it's about 8:30. And because they're doing all construction in the Airbnb, it was so noisy. So I decided to come next door to this place I went. Got myself a croissant and a nice espresso to just sit and relax for an hour. I mean, there's nobody here, so I can just sit here and relax until the shuttle picks me up. And then it's Ljubljana Airport, and then it's Charles de Gaulle. So I have a 5-hour layover there before my 11-hour flight. So I have quite a long day. Okay, so I'm heading over now to pick up my shuttle. It's supposed to be here in like 5 minutes. It is very cold and overcast today. So, and it's very noisy. They're doing a lot of construction. So it's like Ljubljana knew I was leaving today. And so it saved all the best weather from me while I was here. So I'm happy about that. But, all right, well, let's head to the airport. Real quick, I want to show you how overcast it is. Ljubljana Castle's right there. I've been seeing it every day. Can't see it now. It's gone. It is. You can see the track to the funicular, but the castle is hidden in the shadow, hidden in the fog. So, whew, it's cold. Definitely time to go home. Although I think in LA it's raining, so that's okay. I have my big jacket and I have my umbrella. I have to tell this story because I think it's really funny. But I'm here at the Ljubljana airport, and I didn't know I had a lounge, right? And also, I don't have access to a lot of Air France lounges because they don't use, like, I have lounge access because of my credit card. Anyways, I digress. So I get here, I'm hungry because all I had really was a croissant. And this is a 2-hour flight, and then I have a 5-hour layover, and then I have to get on the plane. So I'm not really going to have a meal for like 7 or 8 hours. So I was like, all right, I'll eat. So I spent like $8 on a sandwich because that's airports for you. I sit down. Sorry, I have a throat on my throat. I sit down and I look and see there's a business lounge right next to me. And I was like, I wonder if I have access to that. So because I also have Priority Pass, which is access to certain lounges every year if I'm not flying on like Delta, because Delta I have access to the lounges. So I asked the guy and I said, does my Priority Pass work? And he's like, yes, it works. You must come in. And I was like, wait, it works? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, well, crap. So I grabbed my stuff. I come in and of course they have food and everything. So I spent money, but to make up for it, I got a glass of wine because I'm traveling today. And the best thing is they have an outside patio. And it's like the most, I'm sitting here looking out over into Ljubljana and Slovenia. And I think the Alps are actually behind me. But look how beautiful this is. I'm just sitting here looking at this DHL plane. So, score one Priority Pass at Air France here in the Ljubljana airport. So if you have Priority Pass, which is like $100 a year if I remember correctly. If you have Priority Pass and you're in the Ljubljana airport, you should be able to access the business lounge. Who knew? They changed my seat, so now I have to exit through. Look how beautiful this is. I have to exit out of the airport and come to the plane like last time. Isn't that cool? They're doing a big old photo shoot right now. But yeah, so they changed my seat. So I'm still in the back, but I'm not as far in the back. So that's kind of a cool thing. I just gotta wait for these people to take they're taking their photos. Anyways, I'm excited. Bye, Ljubljana. Bye, Slovenia. You'll be missed. Well, that was kind of a bad flight. The flight itself, it was a lot of turbulence. But I was surrounded by nothing but kids. Kid behind me, yelling and screaming the entire time. And then there's a family in front of me that had 2 kids. And one of the kids was just screaming as well. But then, they would let him just run around up and down the aisles. And then he would just stand there. And everybody had to, trip over this poor kid to just try and get to the bathroom. And, the parents were just, letting it happen. It's very frustrating. It's it's already stressful to travel. I don't know. I don't travel with kids, and I know a lot. There's conversations about this. I'm aware, but why would you teach your kid bad habits so young? Just help learn them to be respectful of other people on the plane. Anyways, I'm in Paris now. So I gotta find my gate. Gotta find the lounge and relax. But I have about 5 hours before I fly out again. Wow, this lounge is nowhere near my gate. So every person I talked to for directions is like, oh, well, you have time? I said, well, I got 5 hours. I'm just gonna go for like 2 hours and then go back. So, hell, at this point, I might just stay an hour. I'm a little nervous because I gotta go back through security again, which of course is fine, but you gotta allow time for that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's hope they let me in. Okay, so I'm here at the, it's called the Yotel, and I'm at the lounge. Yeah, it was not easy to get to. It's like way off in a different terminal. So when I go back, I have to like go back through security, which I mean is fine. So they're like, oh, it's just faster to take the train. But I was able to get in, and I'm sitting here. I mean, my flight doesn't leave for like another 4 hours. So I'm gonna sit here till about 4:30, which is an hour and a half, and then I'll just make my way back. So that should be plenty of time because I gotta take the train and find the terminal again and go through security. So I won't allow enough time for that. So, but it is nice to relax. I have another glass of wine since I have time. I don't know if you know this, but I really like wine. So, this lounge is small, but it's also very hot. It's hot in here, so I had to take off my sweater, which is, where is my sweater? Anyways, yeah, it's hot in here, so, I took everything off. I'm sit in this corner and chill and get some work done. But I just wanted to give you an update, so I do have to walk back. It was so funny because, like I said, everybody was just like, oh, are you sure you're gonna have time? And I was like, I don't know, I have like a 5-hour layover, like, I'm sure I can take 2 of that, just come and hang out here. So, if I wasn't able to do it, they wouldn't let me, right? So, anyways, yeah. Okay, I'm officially in my terminal now. Here at Terminal E, Gate F. And look, they have an arcade here. They actually have an arcade. Like, you can sit there and play games. That's so fun. I always am excited about the things that I see when I'm at other airports. And then also, it looks like there's an art gallery up here. They have a lot of duty-free shopping, but I really don't need anything because then I just have to carry it. But I'm going all the way to K30, which is literally at the end. Like, it's the last one. Like, it's way down there at the end. That's where it's at. I'm at the front. It's at the end. Why? They just want me to get my steps in, I guess. But I've had a couple glasses of wine. I had some candy. Oh, God, I love candy. And so I'm both, like, hyper and a little drunk. Not drunk, but, like, tips. I'm feeling good. It's like I'm on vacation or something. So, all right, I'm gonna go sit at my gate. I still have like an hour and a half before they even start boarding. So, I wish the lounge was closer. I would have stayed there longer. I just didn't know. It really was very simple to come back. I jumped on the train. It went one exit. The gate was right there. I mean, the entrance was right there, and I walked in, and then here I am. Whatever. I'm here now. I will go explore. Okay. I'm officially on my flight, and I just found out that this plane doesn't have plugs, so my phone's definitely gonna die, and I gotta figure out how to get home. So, anyways, I'll see you in 11 hours. So I'm officially home, back home in Los Angeles, and I did not vlog much because my phone was about to die, and I thought that I would have a plug on the plane, but I did not. So on the way out there, they had little plugs at the seat, but here all they had was a USB port under the TV. However, iPhone, I think for the last 5 generations, haven't had a USB port. They have a USB-C. So I was not able to charge my phone. So I couldn't vlog much because I needed it. So I had to scan my ticket to get on the bus home from the airport. And I was going to listen to music on the plane, and I couldn't, which is unfortunate because I had to listen to Screaming Babies for the last 11 hours. Not just one, there's like 3 of them, and they just screamed. And it was I wore my headphone max, but it just didn't help. I mean, it was just so loud. It was so loud. And like the Wi-Fi wasn't working on the plane. It was just the worst trip. So I'm so glad to be home. And I'm ready to like move on. I gotta go to bed. It's almost midnight here. I've been traveling all day. I'm tired. It's actually raining. I can't tell because it's not like torrential rain, and I do have my umbrella should it get worse, but Yeah, I'm gonna close up this vlog because I'm officially home, back in Los Angeles. I gotta prep 2 gigs tomorrow. I also have a doctor's appointment, so I have to prep for my commercial, and I'm also doing a short film, so I gotta prep those. Plus, I have a Zoom call at noon. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. It's a good thing I'm officially back, right? Anyways, I'm actually walking to the house because everybody knows is asleep right now, and no one can pick me up. So it's about a 15-minute walk, which is fine because I always walk with this bag. It's just heavy, and at least it's not hot. So there's that. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me on my journey. I did it. Officially back home. That was a long trip. Yeah, it was just a long trip. So, all right. Hope everybody had a good, what is today? Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. Hope everybody had a good Tuesday. It's like the next day in Ljubljana, so I'm sure they're enjoying the day. And I'm gonna go home and go to bed. Take care.